Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Guess what? We've got a change of plans. Our project we were going to start, I am missing a few things, so we can't start that today. So, change of plans. We are going to make some ornaments with these small coaster molds. And since they are coaster molds, we're going to make our own holes using little windows, little hole makers. I can't think, hole makers for resin. And we're going to use the 4mm. I tried the 8mm, but they're just a tad big. So we're going to use the 4mm. I've already got them in there. And we're going to use polyurethane on the bottom. And look at this glitter, y'all. Yeah, isn't it gorgeous? We're going to sprinkle that in the bottom. And then we're going to put our polyurethane over top of it. So that's the plan, Stan. Get all this down here because I don't want it flying everywhere. I totally forgot I had this glitter. Hasn't even been opened yet. And I guarantee you it's going to make a mess. But it's so pretty. So what I'm going to do is just reach in there and grab some. It's really fine. And I'm just going to sprinkle it all over that. Isn't that pretty? Because this is going to be our back, not our front. Okay. While I'm doing this, I want to explain to you the doctor's appointment from this morning. So Leon's lab work came back, and he has a condition called factor V Leiden. And basically what that is a blood clotting disorder. And it's actually a gene mutation, and it comes from one or both of your parents. And they can tell in the blood work if you've got one or both mutations. He has one. And so that is where this came from. Now, why it happened, they don't know. Why all of a sudden, or what triggered it, or because he hasn't had surgery, he hasn't had an accident, he hasn't had, anything like that. So usually they said something usually triggers it, like an illness or infection or, something along those lines. Well, he hasn't had any illness and he hasn't had any infection or anything. So, and he also does not have pancreatic cancer, which is usually the number one reason he said that this happens. Well, he doesn't have any of that. So we don't know why it happened. But All that being said, he will be on blood thinners for the rest of his life. And the clot that he has at his leg currently is eventually going to be dissolved by these blood thinners, and it could take, they said, 6 months for that to happen. His leg is still currently swollen and reddish, purplish color, and that still means when it's still swollen and still that purpley color, he said that means that it still has the clot in it. And the swelling of the leg won't go down until that clot is gone. So, and they, you know, like I said, they said it could take 6 months for that to go away. So, he just has to be careful. Of course, you know, the first question I asked was being on these, because he's not on a low dose of blood thinner. He's on 5 milligrams, which is, you know, pretty high dose. I asked him if he cut himself, would he bleed to death? Well, he's on Eliquis, and he said years ago when they used to put you on Coumadin or warfarin, he said that was a factor. But with the new drugs these days, it's not so much of a factor. And so we don't need to worry as much about that. So that's good to know. And as far as future blood clots, that's what this medication is going to prevent. So, also good news. So, but because, you know, he has this, he'll have it, and nobody else needs to be tested in the family, like siblings. So the girls don't need to be tested. His parents don't need to be tested because it doesn't matter. One of them has it, and it doesn't make a difference who. So that's the story. And not really much we can do about it. He just has to maintain his weight and just, you know, be careful. And pray to God he never gets another blood clot. So if you guys want to look it up, it's called Factor 5 Leiden, which is Leiden, and I'll put it on the up on the screen if you want me to, and that way you guys can look it up so you can see what it means. Okay, back to our project. We are going to pour some polyurethane here, and I think we're going to need quite a bit. So, because I don't want to fill them up, I'm only going to fill them up like halfway. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with 100 and 100. See where that gets us. See if we need to mix up any more. We have a cancer center right here in Salina, and you know, years and years and years and years ago, the man who started our zoo here in this town, his daughter who was in high school, died of cancer. He's the one that built our cancer center. He's now deceased, has been for years. But I always said that that was one building I never really wanted to go into and have never been in that building until today. It's a beautiful building. It's just, you know, it's not one of those places that you want to have to go into. Because you know, when you go in that building, you know what it's for. Because that's the only thing that happens, you know, in that building. It's oncology, hematology, and it's where they do all of the cancer treatments and everything else. So it's just not your favorite place to go. All right. Okay. This is kind of cold. Hopefully it'll set up good. All right. Here we go. Get my stick here. All right. It's not cold anymore. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, guys, we will be back when these are ready to pull out of there. Looks like they're starting to cure around the edges. So we'll be back. Okay, y'all. I'm curious to know what they look like on the other side. If I want to use that as the top or this as the top. So let's see. Whoop. Well, you can see it. Let's see if we can get these out of here. Oop, perfect. Look at that. Perfect little hole. See, this will have to be the top unless I sanded that off. All right, well, let's get these out of here and then I'll show you what we're going to do and then we can make a decision. How's that? I'm going to have to clean those. Those come out of there like a dream. Got a little bit of overage right there. Just a little. I think we're going to use this side as the front, just because this, I would have to sand that. Got one little bubble right there. And because it's so pretty. Wow, that is just craziness. Just makes the perfect little hole. If you guys don't have some of these, you really need them because they're just the bomb. To clean those before I put those away. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I got these what are they called? UV HTV stickers, and each one is different. They're all Christmas. They're old-fashioned stickers. Isn't that pretty? So we got cardinals, we got a snowman, we got a deer, and we have Santa. And then once we get them on there, then we'll put a clear coat on top of them. And I can't decide if I want to put a red or, a red circle, a red edge, which I think would look really good because they're red, mostly red, but it would really need to be a bright red. So I'm going to need to see if I have a red marker. So let's just get these on here. Let me get these off. I don't need them anymore. Then when those get completely dry, I'll color the sides in red too. Oh, it's like, what did I do with the lid? So we need to let those dry. And I can color the red sides afterwards too. But now we get to top them with a clear coat. And then let them cure. I think once we put the top coat on that, those are going to pop. And that I need to finish putting resin in it, and then it'll be ready for, I needed to fill that because Caitlin needs them for her coasters that I made for her. So yeah. So let's let them dry for probably about 5 or 10 minutes. And while those are drying, I will get the resin mixed up. I think I'm going to use the 4-hour fast cure, and we'll get those top coated. I mean, unless you don't need to watch me top coat them. I can get them top coated, and then we can come back and we'll get them decorated. How does that sound? We can decorate them together. How's that? Okay. All right. Be back after the top is cured and we'll decorate them together. All right, guys. See you then. Bye. Hey, y'all. I brought you back because I did some stuff to the ornaments and I wanted you to see what I did. And then we're going to top coat them together because what I did to them has to be done before the top coat. So let me, I was going to see if I needed to run it through my vacuum chamber, but I warmed up the resin in my warmer. Okay. Are you ready to see what I did? Okay. Let me get a paper towel here. So I don't make a mess. All right. Let me give this a spritz so that can sit for a minute. Okay. Here's the cardinal. I added embellishment, put a metal ring around the hole. So that's what that one, and then of course I did the outside red. On the Santa ring, and then I added some lights around that, red. Snowman ring, 2 golden snowflakes, and red. And on the deer, golden ring, and then I added a poinsettia and a holly, and red. Okay, so that's what I did to these. Now we're going to top coat them. Good grief. Everything comes flying out of there. Okay, are we ready? I think that does it. All right, there they are. We'll be back when they're cured so we can doll them up some more. All right, y'all. Be back when they're cured. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I didn't come back on last night to finish this video. Something came up. I wasn't able to, so we're going to finish them this morning. I went ahead and pre-drilled a hole, added a little hanger on the bottom because we're going to hang something from the bottom of these, and that is this. They are little crystals. I thought they would look really nice. I didn't have any smaller ones. I did pull out these. We can see what both of them look like, but I like these ones because they match the gold flake in the back. So let's go ahead and just see what both of them look like. And then we can decide. Aw, I like that. That's so pretty. And then if you hang it in front of a light, that's just going to twinkle. Pretty, pretty. I like it. I'm usually not a big fan of gold, you know, but every now and then I'll find something that I like. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Oops, that one's already attached. And there they are. All right, let me get all this stuff cleaned up. It's not fancy, but it will work. All right. What do you guys think? Aren't they pretty? I think they turned out spectacular. I love it. I like them. I like the cardinal one. I think that one might be my favorite, even though I love snowmen, but I think the cardinal one is my favorite. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of my ornaments. Okay, y'all, that's it. I'm done. Fini. Fana. And I'll get this video posted, and then not sure what we're going to do next. Like I said, I'm waiting on something for the big project that I didn't realize I didn't have. So as soon as that gets here, then they're saying either today or tomorrow, but you know, it's the holidays, so you just never know. So yeah. So yeah, let me know what you think about these ornaments. I think they turned out fabulous, and we'll move on to the next video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do so, because it will help out my channel tremendously to get me to my goal. And like I said, once I hit that goal of 5,000 There's going to be big fireworks and surprises and all that kind of stuff. I did pour the extra resin in here. It's not full yet. So once I do that, then I'll be able to unmold that. This, I did unmold it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And it's going to be a shaker. So once I figure out what I'm going to do with this, then we'll finish it too. So, all right, y'all. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video. You just never know what I'm going to come up with because that's just who I am. All right, y'all. Love you. Catch you on the next video. Bye.